The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides. Mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
You've been deceived by an agent of Satan himself. He's evil.
Sitting right here. Come on.
No, he's not. He's not evil. He's just a bit rude.
Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Welcome to the Morning Sickness. It's 5:45. It's Tuesday. My name's John Holmberg. There's Brady Bogan, Brett Besley, Big Dick Toledo. I have a theory about Toledo you don't know about, but he group texts if anybody wants food when he wakes up late. That's because he knows he's not going to make it on time.
Is that the 20? Is that so you learned that in the 20 years?
He just barely did it today. He made it, but he brought food, so it's like that's going to be the one thing that makes it say, I'm going to roll in. But he actually, this one's kind of surprising. He's done that one time before when he had to, back in the day, he was paying rent. He had to pay rent to his landlord at 4 a.m. We just assumed he had like a Dracula was his landlord. I mean, who pays rent at 4 a.m.?
The guy comes out of the coffin and
hurry before the sun rises. Get me my money. What do you have to pay rent for? Yeah, I'm just running. It's just
we still haven't figured out what happened.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes late. I'm like, you woke up late. You came up with a terrible lie. Okay, we all try. But he brought breakfast and he made it on time. So I'm confused at today's motivation. It can't possibly be because he just wanted to bring us breakfast. Especially when he asked, and I'm like, I don't need any breakfast. And you two didn't answer.
I didn't even catch my phone. I was driving in.
Yeah, exactly. Very strange. Anyway, thanks, Toledo, for breakfast. I think he thought he was going to be late, and he wasn't. Anyway, Bert made it out to the big show last night, Guns N' Roses, and we were just talking about they did the full 3-hour show on a Monday here.
3 hours. I didn't stay for the full 3 hours because I had to be here, but
that's a lot.
Yeah, they were great. I mean, they were exactly what I was hoping they would be.
They were the Guns N' Roses we always wanted back in the day.
Pretty much.
Killing it.
Sounded good. Wolfgang, Wolfie's band.
Yeah. What'd you think of WVH?
They sounded good. I just don't think the songs are there.
That's kind of how I feel about them. Like, I don't think that. Obviously, they're not. I didn't watch them. We didn't see them in Vegas. We skipped it because I have no interest in the album.
Just cover Dad's songs.
No, don't touch it. And good for him because he says he won't do that. They didn't cover any of.
Yeah.
Good
for him. I'm not replacing anybody.
Yeah, he said he's not doing any Van Halen to do his own stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And he's getting big.
He's a big boy.
Oh, he was always big, but he's getting bigger. I mean,
my friend Brian went to the show last night, and he texted me while Wolfgang was on something. I had to look it up, but where is it? He called him a perfect thing, and I started to laugh. He goes, Wolfgang Van Halen is an Eddie Van Halen squishmallow. I don't know what that is.
I think he ate Eddie Van Halen.
Half of a squishy marshmallow. I don't know what it might be a thing on TV for kids. I don't know about, but I just like the word. And he is huge.
Definitely takes after his mom.
Well, now stop it, because that was one of the cutest women on television ever.
Was.
Yeah, I know.
She can cook, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, Brady kind of likes her for different reasons. Yeah, Brady didn't
That's
understand.
all she's doing now.
One day at a time, he didn't know what's the big deal about it. And then she gets that cooking.
Now I see it. Whoa. Well, next to her sister, she looked thick.
When we all turned around,
yeah.
But then she was getting bigger on that.
Skin and bones.
Like in all the thing. But the other one wasn't even cute. I don't know. Nobody's looking at her. Michelle, what was the Phillips girl? Julie Phillips, or I don't know her name. But but Valerie was the stuff. And when Eddie married Valerie Bertinelli.
It's at the prime.
It was 81, 80, something like that. Oh,
he got choice prime.
He got the best version of that ever. And who knew that she was going to... Anyway, she became Valerie Bertinelli that we know today, which seems like a sweet lady. Lives next door to William Shatner, which is even neater. Like they're like neighbors, and she's very sweet. But her son has got a glandular disorder.
Oh yeah,
he's a big boy.
He's got a thyroid problem.
He's got he's big boned. Is what the problem is. He's got humongous bones where his muscles should be, and it's just all fat. You know, he's got that huge bone growing in his stomach and ass that Keeps it well. Anyway, so but it's too much.
It is a little too much.
I thought the same thing. The show when we were there in Vegas, I'm like, all right, that's enough. I get it. Like, give me Paradise City, give me November Rain. Let's skip the rest of it.
Even on Friday night, there were people
they bailed
wandering out after about
the floor,
2.5 hours. Or,
maybe a third less people on the floor when the thing ended didn't stay for the encore.
Oh, really?
Now, I don't know if that's because, and according to the girl we were with who was in Vegas, lives there, and she said the traffic in and out of this stadium is a nightmare. They didn't build ramps to the freeway.
Oh.
So it's all surface. So the people who drove are going to leave. And they did. A lot of them. Man. So by the encore, a third of the building was still there. So it's weird. But it is what we always wanted from these idiots.
Yeah.
Except for they're not dangerous anymore. So it's not cool. They're responsible, wealthy, white businessmen who show up on time.
Good time rock and roll.
That's right. 8:05 on stage. There was none of that hour late stuff, 2 hour late Axel stuff.
No stories of like fights backstage.
No, nothing.
The heroin got in the way. Not that you want that, but heroin makes everything in rock music better, and we've thrown it all away.
The worst part is I had these two broads sitting next to me, and I say this because the whole time they're trying to do selfies with the band behind them because we had decent kind of decent seats.
Right.
So like Slash would come over and do his guitar solos on like the side stage, and so they're like trying to get all these pictures with
him
Slash
in the background
and everything else. And
nice.
Look, ladies, you weren't that hot, all right? I mean, they're sitting there throwing the hair around and everything, and everybody's just looking at these idiots.
If not that hot was a parameter for selfies, there would be like 90% less selfies.
Oh, yeah.
There's not that hot as most of the selfies. None of you are that hot. In fact, I would guess that maybe 5% of the entire population is good looking. So putting your preening face on and doing selfies is it should just be for you. That's the part. It's for everyone else. Like, I just don't understand why people share things like that. Like, okay, yeah, good for you. You had lunch, or you're standing at a concert. It's just it defies me. I don't understand any of what it is of the photo album that you constantly share with everybody. I don't get it.
I'll just say that
maybe the rare catch of someone with a good fish lips with Slash in the background. You don't see that too often.
Oh, and that's the thing we do with those selfies. We're not looking at you thinking you look good. We're like, look at the messed up surgery on that chick's lips.
Yeah,
what in the world did you do to your face?
Or the heavy filtering.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, I hope these girls are good at filtering because they're gonna need it.
They need to filter out a ton of extra them.
Yeah.
They were little. They were little Van Halens, little Wolfgangs.
They weren't big
yet.
No, not yet. But you could definitely see the FPs there.
Maybe they turn their faces into horse heads or something with Slash.
Maybe. I don't know. That's what my friend said about a girl the other day, or about a couple months ago. He started laughing. He goes, "That one's it's the '78 Pittsburgh Steelers." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Lots of memorable LBs." And I'm like, "That's awesome." Because they had the best linebackers in the history of football. Brilliant. The LB's everywhere. Yeah, but I don't get the selfie thing at all. We had drastically different evenings.
It's like watch the show. Yeah. And they were the whole time on Instagram and checking stories and stuff. And then,
well, TikTok has now banned the Milk Crate Challenge, which means we're going to lose less
Damn
people.
it.
I know. I think the Milk Crate Challenge is too small. I think you need like 7 to 8 more milk crates. That
we had a death.
Really?
Yep.
Think I'm not happy about this? Darwin at work. Yeah, and people are like, you don't want people to die. I do if they're doing TikTok challenges. I actually do kind of root for more deaths. I've watched the first few Milk Crate challenges. Failures, and like somebody's going to die. And if you don't see that landing on your face from about 7 feet in the air is going to probably kill someone, then you're stupid. So I'm all for the Milk Crate not only continuing, but growing in size to like, make it huge. Let's go Giza, the Milk Crate Giza Challenge. Get up to the top of that pyramid. And then the key to the new Milk Crate Challenge that I want to have happen is you have to turn around at the top. You have to do one full rotation. The Milk
I saw
Crate
a good one
staircase.
yesterday. They were boxing on top.
That's fantastic. Good. That might be rigged to where they have it to where it can't fall.
Well, they both tumbled.
Good. Did they hurt themselves?
Probably.
Good. This is all good news.
After the tumbling, they cut it.
Good. I saw Juju Smith-Schuster, the Steelers, climbing on that thing a week before the season starts. And again, you're talking to somebody whose brain doesn't – my brain doesn't wrap around social media to the same thing as saying imagine a trillion pennies just right in front of you. I'm like, I can't do it. I don't even know what that would look like. It doesn't make sense to me. You're the most popular guy in Pittsburgh. Like, you have all the attention. You can't leave the house. Like, everybody loves him. He has these Q scores in of social media that are in the 90%. Women and men like him equally. He's got all the attention he'll ever want, ever. And there he is, like, I better do this milk crate challenge because I don't get enough attention, I guess. And the guy could have fallen down and busted his arm. He's in a contract year. I'm like, what goes through everybody's brain to think that they have to do this stuff? It baffles me.
It's all about the grams.
Yeah, well, good. I hope, and eventually it will start to kill plenty of people. I hope that selfies are toxic. I hope selfies spread COVID.
I hope so.
Because I can't stand watching people do it. Brady and I watched in Vegas all weekend. Weird timing, like sitting in a lobby waiting to check out of a hotel, like full on, like. And it's morning. They didn't look good.
Casinos prep it. They set 3 or 4 stations in the casino just designed for selfies.
No clue what's going on. Wow. I have no clue what's going on. How you like yourself that way. And the funny thing is, you talk to everybody, and they're like, I know. It's just weird. And then if you ever look at their Instagram page or anything, loaded with them doing selfies. Everybody thinks it's stupid. Everybody does it. And you ask anybody, what is it? Well, I need it for my work. No, you need it for your ego. Be honest with yourself. You like the likes. You get off on telling lies about your life and stories that you didn't really actually do. You turn around and watch the show. Tell a story. I missed that. My buddy Joe nailed it years ago. He's like, the death of storytelling and communication is, ironically, the whole design behind social media was to be able to tell stories, but nobody can talk to each other. They don't know how. Here's a picture of me doing this. Here's a picture of me in front of Slash. Okay.
Yeah,
Did you enjoy the show?
Knew you were there.
Yeah, exactly. Did you enjoy the show? I don't know. The only thing it's good for is finding.
It was a lot of work at the show.
Oh, it's good at finding asses.
Chronicling everything.
Like, that's the best part. You find smoking asses, like that girl Brady follows on Instagram, that Lola can't stop showing her butt to stuff.
Violet.
Violet is her name?
I think.
That's the only thing that Instagram pictures are good for, because she's got something to offer. Most of us uggos have nothing to offer. No one wants to see you doing things. You'd get paid to do it otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like Dave Pratt calling himself a broadcaster. You hired yourself to do a podcast in a garage. It doesn't count anymore if you can't get fired from it. I'm a model. With what agency? Oh, I do it myself. Well, then me too. I'm a model too. Guess what? Look, I've got a camera.
Local
and a
model.
Phone. You're not even a local model. You don't get a job doing it. I'm an influencer. Yeah,
with that one that used to do the bars, You
influenced me to not go on social media. Which one was that?
A former friend of our buddy Collins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was an insane person, though. But see, You're describing an insane person that used to call herself a local model. She was well into her 30s and was told people she was 25. And like, no, you're not. Anyway, and she was social media before it existed.
Yep.
Sounds like people around here.
There's some of that. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. And the influencer thing just baffles me. Like, to do what? And I get it. You're like, there's money in it. I'd try too. But I'm ugly and I recognize it. And I still have shame. I'm one of the last people left on the planet with some shame. Like, nobody wants to see a photo of me doing something. I'd ruin the photo. Me being in it usually makes it uglier.
At least you're taller in most of the photos.
Oh, I get on my tippy toes to make the photos a joke. Everybody wants a picture. And I understand having a picture with friends. But I don't understand yourself. A picture of yourself doing something and then saying, here's me doing a thing. It's vanity on tilt. It is crazy.
Well, I'm not going to show you the spread I did yesterday.
Yeah, and you should have some shame. And if you're missing it, there's a pathetic missing part of your life. You should be shamed.
People put hours into that.
I know. And the hard part has to be looking at your ugly face and filtering it into pretty and then realizing it isn't you. And I don't think they do that anymore because I think that's where shame died. Recognition that that's not really you doesn't happen to people anymore. They think that's them. They think that that's what they're presenting in life. And most of y'all are a disappointment. Most of you filtered girls are just disappointing people. My friend Rich is on the Bumble and the Tinder and all that.
Said the matching up is what?
Hilarious.
8%.
It's like they show up and like, who's this? This cow. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. The overhead blue, they look like they're like the lens was covered in Vaseline. It's like, what? Where are you? Are you in? There's an image in there. It's like looking at ghost pictures. I think there's somebody in there. That's my face. It's like it's missing. Like you don't have a nose and your eyebrows over your hair. That's how I look in public. You're an asshole. Shamer. Shame would be nice if you had a little bit of it. I miss the old days when we looked in the mirror and went, this is not going well. And the majority of us knew it.
Hence, we all got into radio.
Right. I looked at it and I'm like, I got no chance with cameras. This is not good. I got to find a business where I can be the class clown and nobody gets to see it. Because nobody wants to see this.
As a kid, you just were scarred from little photos like from family vacations. Your mom wants to get everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awful.
No. Come on, one more.
There's nothing worse
now
than posing.
Everyone does it individually.
Yeah. Nothing worse than posing for a picture. Absolutely nothing worse.
Let's get one over here.
Your phone's not working. It's on video now. How do I fix it?
How come you all have phones, ladies, and none of you know how to work your friends' phones? We all have the same goddamn thing.
Just take a picture. It's off. It turned off. I don't know how.
How'd you do that? It's the same thing you've got. It's like driving a car into a wall going, it's not the same as mine. Well, you're an idiot. Oh, the picture's got to stop. Shame. I think we need more bullying. We need more shaming. And we need more people to realize they're not good looking. And they need to be told on a regular basis. And Instagram used to do that. And then everybody started this bullying campaign. It needs to come back. Shame needs to be a thing. Because some of you just like, ugh. The things Brady and I saw taking pictures of themselves this weekend. There was a girl at the casino wearing a gold Princess Leia bikini. And this,
right.
No.
Oh, okay.
And a like a fishing net gold.
Oh yeah, she had her
over it.
Yeah, she was heading to the pool.
I don't know what she was doing.
It was about 9 a.m.
She was walking around.
I saw her
at noon, still in the casino. So she'd wandered around for quite a while.
It was an open mesh.
Yeah, it was like a mesh, like those things
designed for the pool.
Right, it's all poolside stuff. And she looks like she has never once jogged from. Well, the only place she's ever jogged is her couch to the fridge. That was about it, because this girl soft. The Pillsbury Doughboy has better tone. He would win a weightlifting contest if she was the only other contestant. She was just dough. It was mobile. Like she'd stop and it would just, you'd watch her, like she'd shift her weight and the whole thing would sink down like she was melting. And probably 24 years old. Maybe.
Looked
Young.
like that cross-screen mesh in the Predator when it was pressing.
Oh, yeah.
And then I see her,
man.
and then I look over, and there she is with her phone and her arm out, taking a picture of this slop bottom thing that she's carrying around. And I'm like, I almost walked over and said, I almost wore that exact same thing. I told Erica this. I'm like, I'm going to go tell her I almost wore the exact same outfit to see if she gets a laugh. And I go, but then I saw myself in a mirror, and I realized I shouldn't do that to the other people. That's what you should have done. Nobody wants to see your butthole.
She was definitely turning heads.
Oh, she was turning heads for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, everybody's getting nauseous.
Yeah.
Whoa!
She was turning heads the way guys on Harleys think people are looking at them because their bike's cool. But really what we're saying is, you asshole, turn your bike off. You're ruining lunch. Everybody's looking. Yeah, because they think you're a dick. Shut it off. Put it in cruise control or something. I don't know. Can you put it in neutral and push it the rest of the way? You're around people. Oh, the pigs. So many of them are pigs. It's so unfortunate that America's giant weight problem dovetailed with our love of taking photos of ourselves. Wouldn't it have been better in the 80s when everybody was on cocaine and doing aerobics?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. The bodies in the 80s were so much better. Not anymore.
Everyone in leg warmers.
Oh. Everybody looking like the physical video from Olivia Newton-John, and they can't stop posting pictures of themselves. Now, that was a better time.
A lot of the crowd was like that yesterday. A lot of throwback
Good
ladies out there.
Well, they'd probably need some shame, too. The body glove shorts are no good. I saw a couple of those at the Vegas show. Anyway, well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed the Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, no, they were great.
If you're sitting there thinking about taking a picture of yourself on your way to work today, think twice. You're not good looking. Let me be the first to tell you, you're no different than 90% of America. You're not that good looking. Almost all. I've seen you. You've been to the grocery store, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 0% chance you're going to see really good-looking people. That's why we always act happy when we see one. It's rare. It's like a rainbow. Oh, man, that chick's hot. Look at that over there. And we point to our friends. Look at that sunset over there. It's like it's just, because there's one in a group of 1,000. That's about it. And then you got all these fish lip people. Blech. Brett, you're the best-looking one in the room. Pathetic.
And that's not saying much.
Pathetic statement. It's a sad, sad state of affairs. Let's get a wake-up song. 585-9800. A good one, and we'll scream it together. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
Arizona's most powerful rock radio station.
He said, fully erect.
98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Mesquite, repeat, ericsfamilybbq.com.